Thank everybody for coming out tonight. Sheriff left there. I just want to thank him for his quarterly update. Very a lot of paperwork there, and like Reed said, it's supposed to be a nice weekend, so everybody go out and check that wall out and take your kids with you. That's all.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Bennett.
It's my 2 cents worth, where we were pretty lucky in this last rain event. We had nearly 8 inches where we lived in Rich Patch, but it would rain like heck for 20 minutes and quit for an hour. And it would rain like heck and quit again. That's the angle that those fronts came through really helped us around here. We didn't get stuck under one of those long bars. So all in all, we came up pretty good in this last flood event.
Thank you, sir. Doc Goings.
One of my scopes of interest is the educational system in the high school. I told the superintendent at the time that she needed to worry less about the consolidation and more about the quality of the schools looking forward. The Virginia Department of Education came out with new numbers yesterday regarding the SOL proficiency testing through all the school districts throughout the state of Virginia. I was hoping that the superintendent would be here. I was going to compliment her that there was an improvement between the 22-23 scores to the current 23-24 of almost 10%. However, I was going to caution her that there are 3 areas of concern I still have. One is that our proficiency is just barely meeting the standards. In English, Alleghany High School, 76% of the students pass their SOLs. In math, 74%. In science, 62%. Now, if you compare, it's not always fair to compare things, but if you look at the county of Botetourt, English 93, math 92, science 81. You could also look at James River, Bath County, and Rockbridge. All 4 of those other areas have almost a 20% increase in the proficiency passing rate in the Allegheny Highlands. The other item of concern is truancy. I know she has mentioned before during the August meeting, I think it was, that the truancy rate for last year was 38%. And this year it went up to 39%. So the school board and the school administration has a lot of work still to do. And I bring this up because I think education is important. We have Mr. Reed talking about the pad out there, that we want to hire a company to come in and establish themselves in the Highlands and create new jobs. And one of the areas that they're going to be concerned with is education. And if we don't improve education, they're going to live, if they come, they're going to live in Botetourt, and Bath, and these other places, and drive into here, which is not going to help the school population. It's not going to help the proficiency of our students that are remaining here. So this has to be worked on. Thank you.
Mr. Griffith.
Thank everyone for coming out. Everything's done been about said. And we go visit the wall, because it's definitely got a significant meaning and era of our lives in this decade or this century. It's had a bad weekend in deep southwest Virginia, and we need to keep those folks in prayer in Tennessee, North Carolina. Water is nothing to play with. And other than that, everybody have a wonderful lunch, and I'm done.
Mr. Bennett, did you have something else?
Yes, just to add to what he said about the people that have been flooded. Oh, when Dream and I were first, I think we've been married about 3 years. Agnes came through, we were living in a mobile home in Covington. Ours exploded, burnt, then washed away. And it kind of raised my benchmark for what is, people say I'm kind of dry, but at the same time, you've never had a problem until you stood in a muddy hole where your house was yesterday. We ended up standing in the churchyard with, the only thing we owned was what we were wearing. Point is, with the help of volunteers, federal programs, state programs, you can work yourself back out of this. And gee, it makes you strong as a couple and as a family if you can work your way back out of a hole like that. But now my benchmark for a problem, people come to me, my lawnmower won't start, oh it's terrible, the car won't run it. No, until you stood in a hole where your house was yesterday, you haven't had a problem. The rest of these are inconveniences. The muddy hole is the problem. And I went out to White Sulphur and spoke to some people out there after they got wiped out, and so I can appreciate what they're going through in North Carolina. But you can work your way back out of it.
Absolutely. Well, thank you, sir. That leaves me to bring up the rear. It's a big month. Obviously, you've got Halloween. Now, I guess today's the first day of Halloween. So we'll have trick-or-treaters, and, you know, please be aware out there. Have a safe season. Followed up with our election. Our meeting will take place next month. I wanted to make that announcement on Wednesday, November 6th, due to the election on Tuesday, November 5th. So we will meet Wednesday instead of Tuesday next week. I know there's a lot of lead up to that. Again, thoughts and prayers are with the families dealing with the flood devastation that has happened in that 3-state area in the mountains of western North Carolina, Virginia, and felt some flooding in North Carolina, Tennessee significantly. I can just add, you know, ditto to everything everyone else has said. Again, thank you all for being here. A somewhat quick meeting, productive. I'd like to thank everybody. We moved through it, but I do need a motion to go into a closed meeting.